Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
Welcome to Bits Radio 2025. Kelly, this is our first interview for this season.
For 2026, yes.
For 2026.
Yes. We're at Blood in the Snow 2025.
Yes.
And this is for their 2026 season.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
I think that's what's messed me up. What we'll do is I'll get you to introduce yourself, your project, and your involvement.
My name is Shelly Findlay. Our project is Donations, and I directed our film.
Excellent.
My name is Tejay McDonald. Our project is Donations, and I acted in it and wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it too?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That was a neat kernel of a concept where you basically fed the internet blood.
Yeah.
To be on it.
Yeah.
I know so many people to be dead right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that was the idea, was to just highlight how much we use our phones and how much it's changed, and sort of in a way that, can drain us from other opportunities,
Yeah. This is just a literal drain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've been finding that with a lot of the films that we're playing this year and the last couple of years. It's just like anything, these technologies are just taking over. Like things that I've seen that are like in sci-fi, things like that, even a year or two now, it's like this is how it is now, and just like it's very kind of like it's very much science now, and just kind of like that too, and just kind of warnings of like warnings of different kinds of things, and seeing that how. So I see so much stuff with phones and social media and all that kind of like all that. We've had a couple of films this year that have influencing, and it's like it's interesting how that's kind of creating all these new narratives.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think, with that comes like a shift in time, a paradigm shift. When I was younger, there was no cell phones, so I was just at the age they were becoming, and now I find myself sitting on the toilet for 2 hours scrolling through something. I don't even know what I'm watching.
It's not really good for you, TJ.
Well, many different ways.
Yeah.
You get those lines that won't go away. Yes. People have said. What made you decide you wanted to direct this project?
Well, the way we all came together is kind of an interesting story. So we're a group of actors that came together in the summer of 2024. We had actually met at an ACTRA meeting, and there were a number of us who had done our own work before, but we were really keen on, setting something up with a little more structure or formality to it. And so I think there's about 5 or 6 of us who sort of found our way to each other. And what we decided to do at that point was whoever wanted to pitch a project or a script, we did so anonymously, and then we all voted on which one we wanted to do. And TJ's script was one that was in the mix, and we all voted that was the one that we wanted to tackle first. And so I put my hand up, and I'm like, I really want to direct this. So, and TJ was kind enough to turn it over to me, and now here we are.
That's a wicked idea.
Mm-hmm. And the 5 or 6 of us that have been working together, it sort of feels like kismet in a way, because we just found that we all sort of fell into this rhythm and work really well together. Everybody sort of has their own little niche that they fill within the group, and and we're going to continue on this working relationship after this project.
And that's interesting, because I was just at one of our after parties last night, and a filmmaker was asking for some advice about, because it's about even just for short films, like finance and stuff like this. I said, one thing I see that really works is these collectives that where filmmakers get together and like, oh, I can write it. I'm a cinematographer. I can do the music. Like there's all these different skill sets, and I can act in it. There's all these different skill sets that you can bring to it, and then you can kind of. It's almost like a barter thing where you can work on one person's project and they can help you with that and stuff like that, and you can still have to pay for things, but there's things that you can do that and work, and you can. I've seen a pattern over all the years of the festival that it's very common where we've heard that story, where there's like a group of filmmakers that come together to do projects together, and that really helps move things forward a lot quicker because it is a collaborative medium, and I find that seems to be so. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this group comes together for other things too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I shouldn't speak for TJ, but
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you're stuck with me at this point, and
Absolutely.
you
I think
know,
we're
you're
all-
going to keep working with me in the future.
We're all sort of stuck together now. Yeah.
Yeah.
After this, it's
Well, and the other thing, part of our mandate of our group is that we all wanted to push each other out of our comfort zones, take on roles that maybe we hadn't done before, but still have the support and the lack of judgment from the group, because we're all, you know, here trying to make this thing work.
Well, that's the most important part too. If you're trying something new, like if you're getting outside your bubble, is you have your friends to support you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. And I love the blind lottery for the script. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. It was an interesting moment because, you know, you write a script, and I'm sure a lot of people write scripts, and you get together with people to sort of make it come to life. And with this group, they really, you know, understood the assignment and came together and even put themselves in positions where, you know, there's a lot of pressure, or, you know, a time strain, or, you know, you're trying to get certain angles that represent what you're going to want. And everybody sort of stood up. And, you know, we're very lucky for that, you know, to have this sort of be our first film, and, you know, to be able to have it in a festival like BITS, you know.
So then you decided to jump in and act.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Well,
also.
TJ is an actor. We're all actors.
We are
as well.
all actors. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are all actors.
Oh
but-
yeah.
yeah.
But in your own project,
I think we kind of just
wrote.
yeah.
voluntold you, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, no one else can play this part.
I
for
kind of
you.
felt like, you know, I wrote it, let someone else see if they want to act in it, let someone else act in it. You know, and I think at first they were a little hesitant, and so then I got, as Shelly would say, voluntold.
But I think the casting worked out really well. And again, everyone who was in the film is also on the crew. Joyce, who is here today, was our DP. She plays the object of our main character's affection. Mike, one of our producers, is the romantic foe of our lead character. And he did a great job in that.
I knew she was a DP the minute she pulled out the phone. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Sideways. Yes.
Getting recorded here as we're recording.
Yeah, but everybody else is straight up and down like a phone, but you
Yeah.
can tell
Got a
when there's a DP in the room.
horizontal
Yeah. My DP for our TV show did the same thing. So
That's right. That's right.
So was it hard directing the person that wrote it? Like, was there ever that, well, that's not what I meant when I wrote it kind of situation?
Well, TJ was really like, he never, I mean, maybe you thought it, I don't know, but he never said anything to me in terms of, I don't think this is a direction I had intended. You know, once we were on the set, he was in actor mode, and we were working together in the director-actor relationship. And so.
Yeah, I think a big part of the creative process at some point is to kind of trust your partners and just let it go. And as hard as it is, because sometimes you do reflect, and things might not go the way you originally intended, which wasn't the case for this project, but it was something I sort of prepped myself on. That was to sort of trust the director and trust the DP and just act in it, do the best I could. I could for that part of the project. Yeah.
And TJ had a bit of an extra hurdle in that his main scene partner through everything was a phone.
Right.
Right. He isn't directly sitting with another actor. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I have Shelly in by here. Okay, scroll, TJ, scroll.
but yeah, he did an amazing job.
Excellent. Was there any challenges to the story that you guys came up with, like that was hard to translate?
Well, it was a matter of what do we show on the phone. Our editor, Nick Beretta, he actually created a whole fictitious social media site called Drip Feed. So, when you're looking at the film, when he's holding up the phone, you can actually see it looks exactly like maybe other social media sites we all know. But just the attention to detail was very important to us,
Yeah.
and world building.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of what do we show on the screen, what do we see with his reaction in terms of what he's seeing. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a story about a man who has his heart broken. It's just intertwined amongst the other, issues about technology and mega corporations and so on and so forth. But so that was the trickiest part in the editing part of the film, is deciding, how much do we show of this phone.
Yeah, and how to make it as intimate as possible, when you're on the phone and you're in that zone where you don't know that you're scrolling for 2 hours, or you don't know you're being led down a rabbit hole of your own emotions or addictions. So I think, that was also sort of a challenge that we work towards kind of portraying in that kind of cell phone section.
I thought it was a great vision too into not cyber stalking, but what we end up doing is following a person.
Yeah.
So in this case, there was a relationship, but you get into these things where you follow people and you feel like you know them.
Yeah.
And you could see that as you kept going further and further through the feeds.
Yeah.
Which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, and the danger of comparison that we fall into. I'll speak for myself. I think fall into that trap of
Easy.
you see this life that someone is leading, but and we don't know. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't know what I'm allowed to give away in this, but I think it's fair to say we know he's not with this woman anymore, but we don't know why they're not together.
Right.
So we're kind of leaving that up to the audience to fill in those blanks. So we're seeing pictures of them initially where they're really happy, but we don't know what has led to the dissolution of this relationship. So that's sort of the flip side of you see the shiny thing in social media.
And I think it's something
really
we can all relate to, being in the film world, and you're being actors and stuff too. You're always trying to present a certain way and kind of thing like that, and you're only giving a piece of yourself, not the whole piece of it. Yeah. And so and obviously we're presenting what we want to present. Yeah. And kind of present like that too, because we want to position beauty and strength and success. Yeah. And I've joked that people will see me on stage and doing the red carpet photos with everyone like we've all done. And they don't see my partner in her pajamas working away on her laptops on Sunday morning, trying to get all this stress doing this done. It's just like, the exciting world of running a film festival. Yeah. And we will kind of really, but you can do that too. It's like one of my old producing partners. We used to call, because when we were making a movie one time, we were picking up all this wet garbage the next day. Yeah. And we were just so frustrated, and she turned to me and said, it's like, and we're like producing. It's like, don't worry, Kelly. A year from now, we'll be doing our world premiere, and we'll be joking about this. We're picking up wet garbage, and it was true. It was actually a year to the day. Yeah. We had our world premiere of our movie, and so my point is that you see the red carpet photo and you see everyone at the big premiere, but then you don't see the wet garbage.
Yeah. It's a metaphor.
Really
and we decide to filter. So going back to how it relates to this is that there is just that filter of what we want to show people versus what's really there. Yeah.
Well, and to me, that's great storytelling is when you leave it up to the audience. Yeah. Like he could have been an abuser and that's why she's gone. Right. Or she could have cheated on him and left.
Right.
But it's in your head to build that story around it.
Yeah.
And I always find people, you can tell a lot about the person by what they see with what's not there.
Yes.
Exactly. They're bringing their own experiences into that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any more thought of going back into this world with Drip Feed and the donation? Because I could see a bunch of stories, especially on the corporate level, with the payment method.
We've all had a lot of discussions about how to expand this universe that we've built. We were even talking the other day about, we're using blood as currency. How does that then stratify people? If you have someone who's an athlete who has a really high VO2 max in their blood versus someone who may have some kind of medical issue, what does
podcaster.
But how another way that we further segregate ourselves. I think there's just, sort of limitless ways that we could expand on this.
Yeah. Yeah. with blood being sort of currency, and picturing different jobs or normal everyday things that you would do, where this is one of the sort of requirements to go about your day. I think it would be interesting, and there's a lot to explore with that.
And we purposefully, Tejay wrote the Philip character, the one that is his romantic foe, is a doctor. So that was by design, because we're sort of presenting this whole medical world as the new finance world, finance bros and all of that. So so there's just sort of endless ways it could trickle out.
You could do the ultimate horror comedy too. Have a vampire show up, and now he's just a regular thief.
You know what? I had not even thought of that. But that's an excellent idea.
Tempted the Sanguis Corporation is run by vampires.
Well, Shelly, Tejay, thank you so much for being on the show, and congratulations on the short. That is so much fun.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob and Kelly. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity, and we've been so impressed with your festival so far.
So thankful to be here and witness all the great shorts and what's to come. So it's been a great experience.
We know we'll see you back here again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am Eduardo